It looks like a very busy 2012 for you.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to have a new record, Old School, out. You can get it at NilsLofgren.com and other sites. And I've been out singing and playing actually recently, and will continue to do so. But I was certainly honored and thrilled that, and surprised actually, to hear that Bruce and E Street are committed to shows in the summer. I think that's beautiful. It's going to be a painful, complex challenge because there's no Clarence 2, and that's been a terrible loss. But out of respect to Bruce and the guys still standing, it's a great band, and I don't think there's ever been a better band leader in rock and roll, and I'm glad Bruce is up for the challenge.
I'm looking at a little bit of the history here. You joined Neil Young's band at 17, now obviously with the E Street Band, Ringo Starr's all-star band. So when people start name-dropping at parties, do you usually win every conversation?
Well, I try not to go there, but I have 43 years on the road now. I've been blessed to have a colorful history. And I learned early on that although I am a band leader, and I'm happy, I jam all the time, I'm happy to lead the band and sing the song, call out the cues, but I found out early working with Neil that it's really fun to be in a great band and not have to be the boss. It's fun musically, too. You know, there's a different perspective. You get to play rhythm. You get to play all these different colors that really, as a band leader, you do need to sing all the songs. You do need to play most of the solos. And I love having a different musical perspective I like teams. You know, I played basketball my whole life. I played football as a kid. I just like being on a team doing something, especially music, and you got a great body of songs and band. It's fun to know you got a show tonight. And I love playing live because, you know, any ideas you get, you know you're going to have a show within 48 hours to implement some new ideas and inspiration from the audience.
Now, your new solo CD, Old School, dedicated to Clarence Clemons. And if you did not know, he is actually a native here of the Norfolk area.
I did know that, and once in a while Clarence would leave the tour and go back to Norfolk to see some family and friends. But look, I stood next to him for 27 years on stage and had a deeper friendship off stage, and he was a very close dear friend and used to speak every week off the road, and it's a big loss. And the song on my record, Miss You Ray, really is about that kind of loss. Of course, we lost Ray Charles, who was another musical hero a few years back. But the thing is, you look around and you realize there's family and friends left, if you're lucky, and it takes a little more work, but you need to hook into it and enjoy it because as you get older, the losses pile up.
They're having a couple of tribute shows in early January here in Norfolk in his honor. Some members of the E Street Band apparently have signed on to come. Has anyone approached you about that?
Yeah, you know, I've been on, even though it's been off the grid, the last couple years after E Street was done, I've been on the road promoting my own music, singing in clubs all over the place. And I've got a beautiful family here, and my wife Amy and 6 dogs, my stepson Dylan up the road, and I've been gone a lot. So I'm going to hunker down and stay home as much as I can, so I won't be making that, unfortunately. It's just too far away for me, and I got a beautiful family that I don't like to leave anymore. It's not a good thing, and the singing and playing is a beautiful thing, and kind of simultaneously, I've got the homesick thing going on with the gratitude for being able to sing and play for people, and I'm just going to hunker down and spend the time I can with my family.
Dude, did you say 6 dogs?
Yeah, we got 6 dogs on this beautiful old 1935 Adobe home in Old Town Scottsdale, and 4 of them sleep in bed with us.
Okay, now why does your wife like to sleep with 4 dogs? Do they keep her company while you're out on these long road trips?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't a premeditated thing, you know. We just, yes, all of that. Just inadvertently, they all kind of. I mean, I'm 5'3", my wife's 5'2", and we got 3 really large dogs and a little Chihuahua sleeping in bed with us, and somehow we've all found a spot to make it work.
How is this not involved into a reality show? That's what I want to know.
Well, I think we would be a really good reality show, but judging from our partaking in the sick pleasure, which is reality TV, we wouldn't wish that on ourselves or family for any price.
Okay, Old School. The album features a dozen songs, guest appearances by Lou Gramm, pretty cool, Sam Moore, Paul Rogers, and the tribute to Ray Charles that you mentioned. It's available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and iTunes.
Yeah, and of course, you can get the record at NilsLofgren.com, too. I've got a beginner's school for guitar players if you want to learn how to play.
Oh, very cool.
But look, there's no Clarence 2. It's going to be a painful, complex issue, how to have another chapter, and that falls on our, great band leader, Bruce, who's going to have to do the heavy lifting, as always. But I'm thrilled he's up for the challenge, and is selling tickets in Europe in the summer, and that means we're going to get challenged and get to walk into a room with those dear friends and brilliant musicians that I'm in a band with and figure it out. And I'm up for the challenge, and I know all of us will be, and Bruce will come up with something special like he's always done.
Do we know when this tour will turn towards America?
No, we don't. I think Bruce and his management are trying to figure that out now as he tries to complete a record. And, look, I'm waiting on word from John Landau management myself. And meanwhile, I'm hoping once I get a schedule, I'll get out and do some shows of my own. I've been doing an acoustic duo show that some of the best shows I've ever done, and I'll try to fit some of that in around the E Street schedule next year, too, to promote my new record, Old School.
Put in a word for Hampton Roads, please.
Hey, love playing down in Virginia. I'm out of D.C. originally with my band Grin, so I'm hoping we'll get to your neck of the woods.